Thax coming into the final two corners, keeps it within track limits it looks like, but now up to the line. And this is going to be a 120.2. So that's a very strong first lap on the session. Pedro just behind, a couple tenths behind as well. And let's see what the Ferrari of SOT can do. Is he on a lap right now? We're going to see as he comes across the line. And he goes to pole position at 20.1, just ahead of Thax. Again, incredibly close between them. We have the other Williams of Ryan coming into the final two corners. Out of the final corner, keeping it two wheels on the curb, keeping it within track limits. And he goes P6 at 21.6. A decent lap. And
Okay.
Thax goes up to
Oh!
at 20 dead. Just ahead of Sart. So the hat-trick of poles for Sart isn't looking too likely anymore, but there's still 10 minutes left in the session. Yeah, Yushi, his teammate just behind him. Is he on a good lap? It looks like a pretty decent lap. A few tenths off in the second sector. Let's see if he can improve in this third sector. 2 corners to go to complete this lap. Didn't really take as much curb on the entry, but let's see what this is going to be up to the line. Up to P6 at 20.6. Yet another driver into the 120s, and Salt goes into the 119s. Incredible lap from the Ferrari driver. Thax looking to get his first championship. Ysai looking to get his second. And this second sector for Ysai, 27.1. Purple sector 2 for Ysai. Into the final sector. Is this going to be yet another purple sector for the Swedish driver, the Swedish bullet as Kian GP calls him. Now up to the line. And no improvement. Was that invalid? Yes, it was. And we have Sot as well just behind. 2 green sectors. He is improving. Can he get back ahead of Thax? Can he reclaim pole position from his closest rival? And taking a lot of curb on the exit there. Once again into the penultimate corner. And now into the final corner. Carrying as much speed as possible. Up to the line, deploying all the ERS. And he takes back pole position from Thax at 19.7. Incredible lap from the Greek god. Yushi now coming towards the end here. Can he make it onto the front row? He makes it onto the second row. P4 for Yushi. That's a good starting position. Is Ysai improving here? Not really. 2 yellow sectors. Can he pull something out here in the final sector? And he's going to really have to push as hard as possible if he wants to improve his position. Coming up to the line, and it is an improvement, 20.1. He takes the position back from Yushi, but it's still not enough to get ahead of his teammate, and not enough to get ahead of his championship rivals. And it's lights out, and away we go. SOT getting a really good start off the line and getting up into the lead with Thax following closely behind him. Can he do anything coming into the first corner? We also have his teammate just behind him as well, but now into turn 2. And Thax is able to take the lead, and oh, that's a Mercedes going very wide. That's Ysai hitting the sausage curve on settling the car. But SOT has fallen down multiple positions. Looks like he's down in P4. So that hasn't been a good start for the Ferrari driver, looking to get a hat-trick of wins here in Russia. But Nura getting an extremely good start into the lead already, and Alan as well getting into the start ahead of his teammate Thax. So the 2 championship contenders of Thax and Ysai haven't had a good start, but Ysai having an even worse start, as you can see him going with the sausage curve on the exit there, and he's now down in last place. So that's going to be extremely important in the championship battle. There's going to be a great opportunity for both Thax and Sot to capitalize on Ysai's mistakes, but Nura leading by a mile here as we come towards the end of the first lap. Out of the final corner, it's Nura leading as we go on to lap 2, just ahead of Thax, followed closely by Alan, and Pip just behind. He's now the leading Ferrari, having to defend from Yushi now. But usually having a huge moment of the sausage curve, and is that him out of the race? Yes, it is. A race-ending mistake for the V-carb. Yeah, let's go back to the lead of the race, and that's Nura. Nura's flipped over the sausage curve, and this has been a terrible start for both the Mercedes. Both of them flipping the car, and that's going to be a McLaren 1-2 this race.
Take a look at Star 85 now fighting his rival Dungeon Fanatics, who is taking a one-off for the Williams team. Let's see what's going on with Dungeon. Okay, what has happened to Dungeon really? He went off at the first corner. Oh, he's going to be even losing more time.
Yeah, I think he just hit the sausage curve in turn 2, and he goes off again. But doesn't flip the car like we've seen a few other drivers do. But yeah, let's go back to Y-side. Trying to get back past the Williams for P5, but Ray fighting back extremely hard as we come onto the back straight. Once again, we are neck and neck with each other as we come into the final sector, and they are side by side coming into the braking zone. But it looks like Y-side just it looks like Ray getting the switch back up there on him slightly. And now as we come into the left right here, and it looks like Y-side was able to carry more speed as we come into the penultimate corner and into the final corner. Looks like Y-side has got P5 secured. Yeah, and what's happened to the McLarens here? Looks like Pip has somehow got into the lead of his home Grand Prix. Alan probably getting a corner car penalty, but he's still ahead of his teammate Dax. But it's now Ferrari in the lead, with both the McLarens hunting him down for the win.
Wow. Let's see if he can keep the lead though. Pip now having both McLarens threatening his lead now. And into the final corner, a potential slowdown can happen between these drivers. Now entering the final lap. Will Pip be able to lead a lap? It looks to be. He leads a lap. So job well done for the Russian driver. Now having won only in last season's Las Vegas race, he might actually consider getting a win while it's actually being recorded. Pip into the pit lane. Let's see. This is going to be a big pit stop. Crucially, good entry for both. Hold on. Alan almost went wide, so he saved that and will not be having the pit glitch. He's having good speed in the pit lane. And now, as Pip finally moves out of his pit box, Alan pitted for a set of mediums. And Pip again went on the mediums.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna go for inters at the end of the race. So that's gonna be his compound change done if he does go for inters. But if he doesn't, then yeah, I don't really know what he's doing. Maybe a bit of a strategy blunder for Pip, but it's going to be Sart into the lead of the race, leading by 8 seconds. So if he can stay in the lead, and by the time the rain hits, then he's going to have a pretty good chance of winning this race, getting a hat-trick of wins. But yeah, Dax is going to be catching up pretty quick on those fresh mediums.
Yep, and apparently if you look at the gap between Sart and Dax, it's somehow increased. So that is very weak. He lost double the time.
Oh, track limit
it's
penalty.
Now 5 seconds.
Track limit penalty for that.
Oh no! Same spot! This is big for the championship. Oh no! The man going for a hat trick of wins is out.
Coming past the pit lane now. Do any of them come in for inters? No, they don't. Both of them staying out. Pip staying out as well. And is Alan or Y-side going to come in? I don't think they are. I think both of them are going to stay out. What does Y-side do? He comes in. Okay.
He's going to try and do an undercut on those that haven't pitted. And that can kind of work. And who is that?
Is that Nura? I don't know.
Let's just see what happens to the leaderboard after this.
Yep, one side.
Where is he?
Oh, we have a few drivers coming in. Steve coming in as well. Ray stays out. So, yeah, we have a real mix between them.
And guess what? Pip is pitting. Podium on the line for him. He's got a decent entry. And some of them might have to pit if they have similar cases, but the major one is Pip. We're looking at Thax. This means a lot to him for this win. A major crucial one for Thax. He is going to show them who's going to be winning this race. Let's take a look at this win because we are witnessing a new championship leader. Thax will be taking the championship lead and this win in Russia. But for Pip, what's happened to him? He's broken himself on the leaderboard. What's going on? And Alan loses it at the last corner, so Waisai will be getting P2.
Alan P6.
Alan losing the podium on the very last lap of the race and staying out on the slick tyres definitely didn't work out for him because everyone ahead of him pitted for inters, but the strategy did work out for Thax because for the first time this season we have a new championship leader.